All right, let's catch you up on a couple of stories that should be on your radar. It is time for what we call rapid fire. Here with their takes, Kate Rogers, Bill Griffith, Courtney Reagan. You mean that news read didn't exhaust you, Bill? You can do this?
Oh, man.
Yeah, well,
no, it did fine.
Right, no, you did fine.
We have a little jar that we're going to put out here and see who has to make a donation to it in case anybody says
for certain language.
Makes any missteps.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right, first topic is Procter Gamble. All-time high today after a big earnings beat. Why? Skincare products, a very strong performer with sales of brands like SK2. I don't know SK2. I don't know. Olay. I do know Olay, powering an 8% rise in P&G's beauty business. On the other side, though, the company announcing that it took an $8 billion write-down on its Gillette razor business. Wonder why? Grooming was P&G's worst showing among its business segments, citing foreign currency fluctuations, strong competition, and the fact that men are just not shaving enough.
I hope you're happy, Ken. I hope you got what you were after.
Ken
thanks a lot.
has not been shaving.
Thanks a lot.
Looks great, Ken.
It looks very good.
Very well.
Have we?
I think he shaves his head, though.
I wonder if we've reached peak beard in America or peak scruff.
I don't think so. I don't
No?
think we've reached peak beard or peak scruff. I actually think it's growing, right? I think some men start with Movember.
Yeah.
And then they just keep
just
on
let it go. Where's
going.
John?
It's so much easier,
Where's
right?
John?
Jackson on your
I
show
believe
said
Jackson on your
he
show
started
had
with
Scruff
very
over
simple.
here. We got Chris has a little nose.
No.
I would wear a goatee if they would let me.
But
Is
they
that
also,
right?
You wore a beard.
I
for a while.
wore some scruff for a while.
Yeah. They also say that men in developing countries shave less, so that is a growth market for P&G or other products, but not.
But now
the
other
grooming shave.
companies, though, have called their bluff, and they've, this Dollar Shave thing and the other clubs are coming in. They're like the Warby Parker of shaving.
So I think
They
the
come in
people
with
that
a
are
much lower
shaving
price point.
and are using these products are buying from Harry's and from Dollar Shave Club, and they're not buying from Gillette or Braun or Art of Shaving as much because they have
I
lost market
use
share with
Gillette
the write-down.
products. I use their, but I have to say that I think that their razor blades, it's the razor blade business, are too expensive. They ought to come down in price, and I think they actually
It is
have
one of the items that
price.
is stolen the most, which is why they're often locked up.
They're often locked up, and it is a hassle
Yeah.
to have to go and ask somebody to open up the case and
Totally.
and so on and so forth. All right, let's move on to topic 2, which is Under Armour. It is sweating today. Shares
It is
falling.
what?
It's sweating.
Oh, I do.
Sweating.
I thought you were going to have to
It
put
says
in
flop
a
sweat
contribution
there.
I thought you were going
Nice.
to put a contribution in the jar.
Nice. The shares are down like 15% today after the retailer said it expects sales in North America to decline the remainder of the year. Under Armour has been forced to use discounts to get rid of unsold merchandise in stores like Kohl's, Dick's Sporting Goods, which has cut into profits. The stock was up 45% earlier this year,
So
or
Under
until
Armour-
today. What's going on here
Yeah,
for the year?
Under Armour is going through this transformation. So they're like in the 30th month of this 5-year transformation. So they're 3 years in. They're doing a number of things, and one of the things they're doing is they are pulling back on promotions, and that is painful. You have to retrain the customer that if you want Under Armour, you're going to have to buy it at fuller price. So they're
Coach learned that.
Yes, Coach did. That's a great example,
back,
and
right?
so did Michael Kors. So they're also pulling back inventory from off-price channels. Off-price is like a TJ Maxx or a Ross, so you're not going to be able to get it there. You want to buy it, you're going to have to pay fuller price. On the flip side, though, they also said that their stores, 90% of which in North America, 90% of the North American stores are outlets, which I think is interesting. They're pulling back on off-price, but they've got this big store footprint, and they did see lower traffic there. So North America is an issue. They are saying it's a combination of pulling back in the off-price channel, and they're also seeing lower conversion online and lower traffic in those outlet stores.
To me, Under Armour had a hot moment where they were new and fresh and people were willing to try them. That moment, to me, seems to have passed. They don't seem to have ever gotten traction in footwear.
Well, so that's interesting, though. Footwear did gain, this quarter. And I was saying to Courtney, anecdotally, I see in workout classes so many people wearing those light, very flexible Under Armour sneakers. Yeah. So they said footwear was up 4.7%, apparel sales down 1.1% because I guess they have more competition from Nike. Adidas has become increasingly popular, especially with younger generations. But I'm seeing a lot of Under Armour shoes
Under Armour shoes, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We were saying, like, for runners, they're not our preference necessarily, but I think more people are buying them.
But on the call, they actually said they're starting to gain traction in running, which did surprise me because as a marathon runner, it wouldn't be my shoe of choice.
I'm not sure they have traction among youth. My son, who's 13, he is a Nike guy all the way.
With Adidas, too, is he into? Or not as much? Nike. Interesting.
Kids in the Midwest wear a lot of Under Armour. Speaking from personal experience. Kids I know in the Midwest.
I think it's probably because my son is just head over heels LeBron fan.
There you go.
He's a Nike guy. So, at any rate. All right, topic 3. The big cable companies report earnings, including CNBC's parent Comcast, and the story is becoming clearer than a 4K TV. Consumers are cutting the cord and switching to streaming services faster than ever before, and Julia Boorstin in L.A. has the details. This, I got to say, is worrisome for the likes of you, me, and the folks around this table.
Well, we'll just stream.
Well, certainly, Tyler, these numbers are shocking. The second quarter had its fastest rate of cord cutting yet. That's a 5.5% decline in paid TV subscribers, according to MoffettNathanson. AT&T, Charter, and Comcast, those 3 companies together, lost 1.25 million video subscribers. Now, it is worth noting, though, that despite cord cutting, pay TV providers' shares have soared this year. AT&T shares up about 20%, Comcast, CNBC's parent company, up about 30%, Charter nearly 40%, and Dish also over 40%. That's because these companies are pivoting away from selling TV to selling all sorts of other faster growing services, including mobile, streaming, video, as well as broadband. Guys?
You can watch us online.
You'll watch us online. You'll find us.
Yeah.
We're out there.
But then don't we get into the millions of subscriptions? Like how many different, Netflix, Hulu, HBO Go, Showtime, how many are you going to have? That's what I want to know when people are cutting the cord like
My
this.
family got me a smart TV for Father's Day, and I'm too dumb to work it. I still
they are smarter than I am.
turn it on and be able to
Go ahead, Julia.
Go ahead,
Well,
Julia.
here's the thing, Tyler, and guys, is that there are so many different services, but all of these formerly pay TV providers want to be the base of your new bundle. So whether it's AT&T, they want to be your mobile carrier, but they also want to sell you HBO Max. Comcast, they want to sell you high-speed broadband, which you're going to need if you're going to be streaming Netflix. So they understand that you're going to need to have a mobile phone carrier. You're also going to need to have broadband no matter which of these a la carte streaming services you use.
Right. All right, let's move on to topic 4. Thank you, Julia. Looks nice out there in California, doesn't
Always.
it? Always.
No
nice
Englewood
out
Cliffs.
there. It's no Englewood Cliffs. That's right.
That's your
All
German
right,
show.
topic 4. If you are scrimping and saving to send your child to college, this story may leave a bad taste in your mouth. The Department of Education investigating a loophole in the college aid process. Wealthy parents are transferring guardianship of their children to relatives or friends so that their kids can qualify for need-based financial aid. In other words, parents who have a certain income that would cause their children not to qualify for aid are transferring guardianship to the clerk at CVS or something.
Well, they typically wouldn't qualify for some scholarships either.
Right.
Merit-based or whatever. But
This
yes,
feels like bad faith.
by the way,
I
we
mean,
should point out this is
it's
legal.
legal. It is legal.
Yep.
This is legal to do. It's not a good idea for a lot of people, but I would say this. This is a story about college costing too much.
Yeah.
This is what happens. This is the free market at work when college costs too much. People look for ways to get around having to pay the whole tab. And that's what that's about.
Exactly. I mean, look at this business that has sprung out of the fact that college is too expensive. The Wall Street Journal article talks about Destination College as this college consultant company that has been advising parents on this strategy because, hey, you make a little bit too much money, but you didn't quite save enough to get your kids in to school that way. We've got a strategy for you.
It should not be inevitable that college costs go up every single year.
And higher than the rate of
5%,
inflation, which it
10%.
typically has
Well,
been.
and
Absolutely.
the woman in the Journal article had spent $600,000 on her other older kids and hadn't budgeted for her youngest. And they had a household income of over, I think, $250,000.
That's
And
right.
they couldn't afford it, but they had no equity in their home and didn't save and whatever else. And college is very expensive.
Costs too
so
much.
there you
have
go.
To leave it there. Okay, thanks. Bill?
The jar is empty.
The jar is empty.
We did a good job.
Yeah,
Behaved, that's right.
All right, Court, good to see you.
Good to see you.